For avoidance of doubt, Honorable Farah Maalim, who until now has been Wiper Democratic Party's deputy leader, stands expelled from the Wiper Democratic Party for violating the Constitution and the rights of Kenyans, and even abusing Kenyan mothers. Thank you, and God bless you. Mheshimiwa Kioni. Yes.
All questions that I only have three, and it's directed to you. The first question is that will Wiper Party MPs call for the appearance of the IG before Parliament to talk about some of the abduction cases you're talking of, given that you do know there is a special sitting tomorrow? Secondly, orders that were given to the members of Parliament, there are some MPs who are threatening to impeach the public service CS. So what orders will you give your Wiper Party members of Parliament? And then finally, we have witnessed what Jubilee did to some of nominated members of Parliament, even sitting members of Parliament, where they were even expelled from the House, but yet till today they are still there. So how different will it be for Farah?
Okay. First of all, on Farah, he himself knows in his own mind, and it's for me a matter of grave, it's very heavy on my heart, because I've known Mheshimiwa Farah. Used to be a reformist, campaigned for him seriously in Dadaab, against that time an ODM candidate, and we won for Wiper. Therefore, it doesn't give me any pleasure. Even if, because there's that thing they always follow in the Constitution, unless somebody resigns in writing to Mr. Speaker, all right, he will still sit there, like those renegade Jubilee MPs who are expelled. We know this. But beyond that, if you talk about the 13th Parliament, I repeat my earlier comments that that Parliament was impeached by the people of Kenya, led by the Gen Zs, on the 25th of June last year. So they lack moral authority to do anything. If the Wiper MPs were not in the majority, but a very strong, solid team, we even stood against impeachment because they said, they heard what Kenyans were saying, kufa driver, kufa makanga. Even if they bring that motion to oppose impeachment, but have we not heard Mr. Muturi tell them, bring it on, impeach him. But before you impeach him, please note you have been impeached by the people. That is the situation as it is. It's only that you cannot arrest all of them like the Koreans did. And please note, the reason the President of South Korea was arrested in State House was because he acted in contravention of the Constitution by declaring illegally martial law in in South Korea. That's why eventually he was arrested. We are talking about Mr. William Ruto, who has acted in contravention of the Constitution he sought to protect. The next round of demonstrations will go to arrest him. So, well, that's why my brother here is asking you, either pre or before or whatever, this country is ripe for a revolution.
And the final question was on the IG. Your members of Parliament will seek...
But let the IG first of all come before Justice Bahati. Why would you want to ask him to come to Parliament? He has already, and you heard me almost verbatim quote what the judge said. Let him first appear in court. It's a waste of time to call him to come to Parliament. A compromise thing. Kumbuka, state capture of Parliament. State capture of the economy by Andani. And we led by the front, we led that from the front. We went to court. And William Ruto was forced to cancel those Adani deals, but there are some still standing. Like the health sector is still state captured by Adani. We know these things. So there's a lot of work to be done. Yes, sir.
My name is Kimani Ngunjiri.
Oh, another Kimani Ngunjiri. You know one. Yes, sir. Yeah.
I have two questions. Number one, you have indicated that whatever is happening in the country, especially in the issue around abductions, is against the ICC statute.
Yes.
My question then would be, are you having any plans maybe to write to the ICC concerning what is happening? And if that is the case, do you have any timeline?
Barangujiri, Kenyans have gone ahead of me and ahead of us. 55,000 of them have directly petitioned the International Criminal Court. So this is serious, and I'm very proud to be a Kenyan at this time, because nobody is going to mess you up, ukiona. Nobody is going to preach fear to you. Nobody is going to even abduct you and think you are subdued, right? So, and I hope, by the way, before the 27th, the Mlolongo 4 will have been produced as well. And since it's Mr. William Ruto who makes the calls and they are released, let him also make another call, release them.
I would have loved to hear whether, as the opposition leaders, you have any plan to also write to the ICC. But then number two of my two questions is that you have indicated that those who are now, the reason why we do not have, or the country does not have a new IEBC or new IBC commissioners are what you have called the barriers and puppets of President William Ruto. And there has also been some perception that Azimio is also forming part of the barriers. I don't know how you...
We dealt with that matter before, Wanangujiri. If you're referring to Kokimuli's candidature, right, that was already given green light by a High Court judge, and then those puppets we are making reference to went on appeal. The appeal has taken has experienced inordinate delay, meriting, in fact, necessitating the president of the Law Society, Madam Faith Odhiambo, to issue a statement on that matter, saying that the court system should clear any IEBC-related matter, because that appeal has been lying there for three months unattended to. But I gather the matter is coming up, I think, on the 21st now. Let us hope it gets cleared once and for all. If Kokimoli loses, fine. If she doesn't lose, then the panel should be constituted immediately. Remember, we said, if by March there's no IBC, we will go to the streets, because these people are trying to pre-rig the 2027 election. On ICC, we have no problem. In fact, I think Paul Mwangi, dealing with the 2023 demonstrations, remember we lost over 65 Kenyans, and we wrote to the ICC. We are we can combine all this now, and I thank you, Wanangujiri. We will take this up, but we need to consult with Paul Mwangi and compile a very strong thing. This here, a criminal enterprise established, which is clearly in accordance with the stipulations under the Rome Statute. Yes, Madam.
Having had the revelation from Cabinet Secretary, are we likely to hear from the loyal opposition a clarion call to have NIA supposed to resign?
You see, we are saying the whole government should resign. The person bearing the highest responsibility is William Ruto. Yes. I saw the headline in the Standard calling Nurdin the chief abductor. It is Ruto who is the chief abductor. So, this is the whole thing. The government, the entire machinery, resigned. They got now his deputy president, Kindiki Kithure, poor fellow, was meant to lie. Hey, ajabu ya Kenya. But this is clearly now where we are, and I think this is unstoppable. Kenyans now know the truth, and they are not going to sit and be intimidated anymore. Kwa hivyo, wa Kenya, tujitayarishe. Asante.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.